Hey, how is everybody doing? Let me make sure I have audio here. Looks like I am. Yes, I have good audio. It may even be a little hot, but I think we're in pretty good shape. Hey, good morning, good afternoon. Happy echo. No, not echo. That's not good. Let me check my sound. Hold on. Let's see if we do have some echo. We might. Let's see. I am not hearing echo. Sound is good. Okay, so I'm not sure where we're getting the echo, Jamie. Jan is saying the sound is good. Jan from Norway. Hey, good to have you. I believe this is your first time with us, correct? If so, please let me know, but I think it is. Old logo on the t-shirt. I know a lawsuit is coming. If you've been following along, I had to change my logo because, and I don't think there's a lawsuit coming, but to my executive producer pointing out, Mislav, this logo shirt, I tried to get this logo printed. I don't know why the shirt worked, but I did try and get it printed on some other things that you could purchase, like if you wanted a mug or something like that. And they said no, Atari still owns that intellectual IP, and Atari is still around in some weird form or fashion. As you all probably know, their latest VCS was canceled and taken offline, and they're going to do some other things. But I do have a new logo. If you've not seen the new logo, check out. And you know, I don't think, Mislav, I've actually updated my website either. I need to do that. But I think everywhere on social media, in the Discord, everywhere else, it's been changed. But yes, I'm going to have to get new shirts. As a matter of fact, there is a computer show coming up in Indianapolis at the end of March. And I don't know if I'll be able to get one done by then. Everybody's so used to this, I may just use this one and then I'll try to get some shirts updated. So thanks for pointing that out, Mislav. It's great. Let's go ahead before we get started here. I do want to check and see who is in the chat room. Today is really, we're doing something really different today. As you all know, the channel basically focuses on Commodore brand. Music's a little loud. Let me take that back down. And what we're going to do today, though, is we're going to focus on something that I never experienced growing up because I wasn't Canadian, eh? And it is the NABU. And some of you, if you've been following along anywhere online in the retro communities, you know the NABU is like the hottest thing right now. Everybody's checking it out. And we'll talk a little bit about it as we go, but it was basically a system that was around for a little bit and then was abandoned. And then just a warehouse of these old NABU boxes were found. And a YouTuber, DJ Sures, got a hold of one. And turns out he has a connection through his family. I think his father worked for the company. I won't go into that. He's got a whole channel. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And it's really an interesting device. And they've raised it from the dead, so to speak. I mean, it was, you know, sitting in boxes. Now they're shipping them out. And I'm going to tell you how you can get yours if you want to do that. And they're actually have created some APIs, some serial connection kits so that we can bring these things back to life and get them back online. So really excited to see what's in this box. So we'll talk about that in a minute, but let's go back into chat. Let's see, before we get started, who we have in chat. And I am going to, let's see, Max is here. Good to have you, Max. Max is one of our standards. Jamie's Hack Shack is in the house. Jamie, good to have you. And Jamie also is a NABU owner. So I suspect, Jamie, let me know. I think you're planning on doing some stuff with it as well. I don't know if you're going to be doing some stuff online. Hopefully you will, and share that. Let's see. Mislav is, of course, here. Again, we've already pointed out. I keep going over here for some reason because that's where it looks, but pointing out this. Mislav is one of my executive producers. Jamie is a producer, by the way. Max, we talked about. Xander's here. Xander's always here. Good to have you, Xander. Thanks for joining us. And he says, good morning, eve night, retro. So that's good right there. Let's see. Max, Xander. You guys are chatty this morning. And then Jan said, I'm going to put this up here. Jan Espen Peterson, hello from Norway. Good to have you here. And again, I think this might be your first live stream with us. So thank you for joining. And Norway, beautiful country. Oh my gosh, is that beautiful. Ed64 is here. Ed has joined us before in the past. He's looking forward to the new NABU network offerings. We'll take a look at those. Michael's here. Good to have you, Michael. Michael's one of our regulars as well. Glad he has joined us today. Let's see. Anybody else new? Looks like that's it for now, but I will keep an eye on chat and see what's going on. What's this? Jamie says, I'm an idiot. There was a hidden tab. Ah, that's it. So you had two of them rolling this, so that's why you got the echo. Okay. Whew. Don't scare me like that, Jamie. You know how much I struggle with audio and manning all this while I'm going live. So any undue stress I don't need when it comes to these live streams, let me tell you. I enjoy the heck out of them, but as you guys know, sometimes they just drive me nuts. And let's just get ahead of it now. At some point throughout this stream, it's going to stutter. We just know it's going to happen because I have changed nothing. So at some point we're going to get a stuttering stream. So I'm sorry. I just no time between last time and this time to run a hard cable and all that business. So let's just get ready for it. And when it happens, put it in chat, let me know, and we'll just log it again as another stuttering stream from RetroCombs. Boy, aren't those fun. Do a little thumbs uppery. Yes, thank you. Do that. And that will actually, if you do, and there he goes, correcting it. Do some thumbs up down there right now and let people know that we're live right now. Now get more people. I'm hoping somebody from the NABU community would be here. I tried to reach out and get some folks. There are some people who know a lot more about the NABU than I do. You all are going to be experiencing it very much like I'm going to, which is for the very first time. I've done very little research other than seen some videos. I've pulled up a couple of websites that we'll look at together, but I know nothing about this thing. So it should be a lot of fun. And this is all we're going to do today. We're just going to open up the box. We're going to take a look at everything. I've got a couple of, well, let me show you what I've got here. I got a really interesting setup here. I've got this view here. So when I get back here, the audio is not going to be as good. I'll try not to give you shots of my side of my head, but I do have this view, and I can move this camera around really easily. So we'll be able to adjust it and get in, and we'll take a look at some things. So I think I've got some good camera options for us to take a look at it. I do want, the goal is to kind of get it out of the box, set it on the table, and see if we can at least turn it on. I do have the capture card over here with the outlet. I don't know what it needs though. I did not research that, so we'll have to see what that happens. It says, yeah, I'll be getting it out and making up a cable and some DIN plugs I've got around. Good, so hopefully we'll see that online. I do have all of that stuff back here too for the cables. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Maybe when the lovely accountant and or one of the neighbors uses a microwave. Maybe so. She's upstairs right now. I'm not sure what she's doing upstairs. We just got done having a really nice lunch. We did a little German with some traditional German sauerkraut and some bratwurst, and it was and potatoes. It was really good. But I'm full, so I may be napping. I may fall asleep right here during this live stream because I'm just. So she might be upstairs just relaxing, watching a little TV and napping. So, yeah, I understand, Michael. So good. Keep the chat going. Yum sounds, it was very good. And I cooked that one. So the lovely accountant said I did a great job. So I will take that. All right. I think that is enough intro. We've been at that for about 8 minutes. I say we break into the box. Now I'm going to get rid of these because I don't really need these. So I'm going to pop those over here because we're not really going to be, I'm not live streaming any games or anything like that, but we're going to take a look at it. So here we go. Mislav, we're going to break out the old knife that you sent. Mislav sent this knife. Oh gosh, it's probably been months now, maybe getting close to a year. And this is what I've been using to unbox things. So let's go. What we're going to see, you can see the camera right here. We're going to move over to that camera. And here it is. Now I am going to, again, my audio is probably going to seem like I'm a little distant because the mic is right there, but I'll be moving around. But I'll try to, when I talk, I'll try, there's that, see, you're getting a side shot of that ear. There you go. Let's get out of there. All right, here we go. Okay, now here's the thing. Here's the thing. So Jamie told me that the rumor is, and I'll look at this a little bit closer. I said this had never been opened. Jamie said that he believes that the person who has these available opens it, checks every one, and puts it back in the box so he doesn't have to worry about it later. I got to tell you, though, this does not look like it's been opened. I don't see doubled tape on this at all. So, as a matter of fact, the tape even has, and I don't know if you can see, I don't think I can show it to you. Let me see if I can show it to you. Let's go back to our studio. If you look, it even looks like there's water that's kind of gone under the tape. See that there? Right there? So, yeah, I don't think this one's ever been opened, Jamie. It just doesn't have that double taped. Everything looks like original tape. You know, as I look at it, I really just don't see, maybe so. Well, maybe when we get in the box, we'll find out. So here's the thing. If it has never been opened, that means we're going to get 1980s air out of there. Now, it could be toxic. Who knows what's going on inside this box? We're going to find out. I have read or heard or saw somewhere that some of them have a little bit of mold. I'm going to be very careful to look for that. Hopefully this is not one of those. So there must have been someplace at some point where they had a little moisture. I'm a little worried because it does look like there's been moisture under the tape here. But anyway, so there's just, you know, my experience. So let's see. Let's go back. Let's see what Jamie says. Yeah, check the caps. Well, I don't know. The capacitors, everybody so far, I haven't heard of any of them not working so far. Maybe he's expediting his shipping process. Mine has a visible gap where really, there is no gap. Man, it is tight right there, Jamie. As a matter of fact, I'm going to document this. Let me go ahead and take a quick picture of this, just for future reference. And I will probably take some pictures as we go, because I think I want to try and keep some resources. I will tell you that a lot of the stuff that I save here will be on the Discord. So some of you, if you're wondering these pictures, I'll have links to all that in the Discord for those of you that are members of the channel and have access to the Discord. Okay, let's get back over to it, because you guys want to see this. You want to open this as bad. This thing has been sitting here, unfortunately, for a week. Or has it been longer, Jamie? I think it's been a week. Here we go. And thanks to Jamie, I was not home the day it was delivered. Oh, wait a minute. You were right, Jamie. Got it right here. There is the packing tape, but then on the top right here is the clear tape. So it has been opened. As a matter of fact, I can separate the tapes right there. So there you go. There you go. We did a little bit of Sherlock Holmesing on this guy, and it has actually been opened. So that should bode well for us, because that should mean that this thing is going to work if it's been tested. Sorry, you're getting a shot of my backside, folks. Apologies for that. I know that's the last thing you wanted to see on a Sunday afternoon. I will try and spare you that as much as possible. All right. There we go. All right, there's the box. All right, let's close that up right there. And, oh man, there is an odor. Yes, there is an odor of plastic, but I will tell you, this thing is, let me show you what this looks like. It is packed like the original, or packed back like it probably originally came back in the 80s when you picked up one of these. So here we go. Here's this keyboard. I am. You know what I can do? I think I can give you a little different shot there. There we go. So at least I could talk to you that way. This keyboard is something really special. I'm looking forward to trying this. I've heard this thing online, and it sounds like a fabulous keyboard. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this out. This is kind of risky pulling it out this way, but we're gonna do it this way. And we're gonna let that kind of drop down. All right. So here is the keyboard right here. Go ahead and pull that off. Yeah, there's a definite odor. And it's a plastic odor that has been sitting in that box for a long time. So let's go ahead and, wow, this thing is heavy too. This thing was well made. I will tell you that right now. Definitely well made. So here we go. Let's take a look at it here. Now I do have the top. Let's see which one you guys like. Do you like this better? Yeah, I think we can do that, right? Let me move some stuff out of the way over here. So here again, and Mislav, before you ask, yes, the camera fund still continues. We'll get there. So, but this is I'm using a Logitech Brio, so it's not horrible, but it's not really great. I tell you what, I do not like that. I'm going to go back over here. I like this camera better. So here is the keyboard. Oh, listen to that. It's got a very early Mac style sound to it. Oh man, that is nice. Some of the unique buttons are, we have pause, you can see that here. We have TV and NABU. We have cursor keys are that's kind of a weird arrangement there. We have up, down, left and right. I love this, a yes and a no button. Now that's pretty cool. And then we have, looks like a fast forward or back. Listen to that keyboard, isn't that great? And then we just have standard. We do have this thing right here called Sim. I'm not sure what that is, but that's pretty cool. Looks like up here we have something for restart, exit, and help. Maybe you use these buttons in conjunction with Sim. We'll figure that out. Here's break and escape here. You can see that. The back, here we go. Here's our part number. Now we do need to log our serial number, so we'll probably go ahead and do that online while I have you all here. Let me see if I can get that in there. There you go. Get that bright light out of the way. There you go. You can see that right there. And NABU manufacturing. That is pretty cool. Manufactured B1 revision D. So there we go. Man, that is a good sounding keyboard right there. All right, what else do we have in here? We also have our NABU computer user's guide, which looks like it's basically brand new. It's got a little, you know, old wear on. It's got a little, it's a little bit discoloration, but that's because it's been sitting in a box. Now, I'm sure much of this will not work the way that we have to set it up. That is a nice little book to have there. All right, let's see if we can get the, what is this right here? Looks like we have something in here. Oh, here's some parts and pieces right here. And then this is interesting. What is this? Hold on. There is a little thing in here. Check this out. He's snuck in a little card on us right there. Look at that. Schematic and info link right there. Go to Pell Mill. We're going to actually take a look at that. I actually have that loaded up on the Mac over here. We'll take a look at it. Click NABU computers, wait 10 seconds. NABU info is on the right. Check that out right there. So there you go. We want to keep that. I'm going to put that back in here for us. And I'll be checking you back out in chat in a minute. So if you have questions, put those in there. But as soon as we get it unboxed, we'll do that. Now here are the cables. You can see that here. Let's go ahead and open this up. And wow, this is a long keyboard cable. And I'd seen this online that the keyboard cable was quite long for sure. Look at this. Look how long this cable is. Holy smokes. Look at the length of this thing. Wow, we can have the keyboard and we can put the, which might actually come in handy for the studio if I start to you know, want to show off the NABU. Maybe I have it on a monitor up here and I can have the keyboard all the way over here, so that might be cool, and then capture it somehow. So I'll figure that out. But that is one long cable. So let me go ahead. Now here is coax right here, and there you go, coax. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be using the coax cable. I don't think we use that for anything in our hack, so to speak, to get this thing back online. So, all right. So let's take a break here before we actually get into the NABU internet unit itself, and let's see what's going on in chat. I'm gonna have to bring my, I got my keyboards in the way. Almost use my NABU keyboard to operate my Mac. Now that would be nice. All right, what do we have going on over here in chat? Let me get caught back up here. Yep, we talked about the caps. Well, let's see. So capacitors shouldn't be new enough to be early surf mounted caps like the infamous ones on. Yeah, I wouldn't think so either. I'm not sure. We might break it open. We might see if it looks like we can get it open. Who knows? We might go ahead and open it today too. They aren't. Okay, so there you go. Jamie says, yeah, I'm not sure what anyone else has heard, but I've only heard a few complaints about noisy stuck fans. None have been dead yet to my knowledge. Okay, so that was my question earlier about if we think we've heard any. Yeah, that is. Listen to that keyboard. I like it. It really is reminiscent of an early Mac keyboard. I have to do some research. We'll have to find out who made this keyboard. Maybe it says inside if we were to break it open. Probably won't do that. Let's see. Hey, Zach Cement, welcome. Good to have you. I think this is your first live stream. Good to see you here. But can it run Doom? Not yet, but I'm sure it will. Eventually somebody will have ported Doom over to this thing. Amazing to see 80s tech, and it is. This is like brand new, Jan. I mean, it is just, hopefully I'm getting, do you prefer John or Jan? I'd make sure I'm doing that right. Just give me a little heads up in chat. I don't want to mispronounce your name for sure, but this is in amazing condition. I mean, this keyboard feels like it just came out of the box brand new, which it kind of did. It's just been sitting there for 40 years. Is that where we are? 40? Yeah, roughly 40 years. Holy cow. So a little, you betcha Max. Cool sound. Yes, it is. Funny that they say return key says go. I know. Yeah, the return key says go instead of return. So I think that's pretty fun. Rudy's Retro Intel. Rudy, I think this is your first time with us too, so thanks for joining. If it is your first time, please remind me. If it's not your first time, say, hey, you forgot, I've been here before, but great to have you here. Thanks for that. Cursor keys do look like they'd take some getting used to. Yeah, but you know, like the Commodore, you think about the Commodore 64 and VIC-20 where you have the one you have to shift. It's at least better than that, I think. So that's good. Some folks saying hello to folks. Sem is like an alt key for specially marked functions. Okay, we'll learn that as we go. Some more hellos. Great. Thank you all for welcoming people in here. Oh, and Mislav, thank you so much. Mislav is contributing to the top-down camera fund, so that will go towards the top-down camera. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but if you would like to join Mislav, you can send a super chat down below. You can also support the channel. We'll be doing all that a little bit later, about midstream here. Couch mode enabled, yeah, especially with this thing, right? Couch mode, definitely. We can sit back and enjoy that. Super long keyboard cable makes sense since it was supposed to be connected to a TV. Absolutely, Michael. It seems like my executive producer agrees with me. So there you go. That's perfect. I made a video on easy fan fix. Oh, Rudy, so you have one. So you are a NABU owner. Perfect. If I mess anything up, you let me know. Correct us in chat, because again, I'm brand new at this thing. This is it. This is the breadth of my experience so far, is opening it up and touching the keyboard. Zach says he's seen them all, so that's good. Perfect. So Rudy's Retro Intel, check out his channel. Sounds like Rudy has some additional YouTube videos about the NABU, if I'm reading all of that correctly. So let me go ahead and just check something here. Oh yeah, we have a lot of viewers, for me anyway. We have a lot of viewers hanging out. So again, if you are watching but you're not in chat, you're missing all the activity. Get down there and chat. Go ahead. Go ahead, join chat, get in there, say hello to everybody. It's important that you do that. That's where all the fun is. Let's go back to the box. Here we go. All right, let me move some of this stuff out of the way. All right, the eternal question though is, folks, do I keep the box? I am not a box keeper, I have to admit. I rarely keep boxes, except I do have my original Commodore boxes, but I don't keep a lot of them. So you guys, chime in chat. And I'm sorry, I'm messing up the camera because I'm moving so much. Chime in chat. Should I keep the box for this or not? Let's see if I can get this guy out. Oh, it is heavy, man. Oh, Xander says keep the box. All right, Xander, where am I going to keep it, man? That's the other question. Oh, this is tight. This thing is a beast. I will tell you, this reminds me of, the weight is about like an old VCR from the 1980s, so that's about appropriate. What in the world? Wow. I think maybe, there we go. All right. That was tight. I am going to move the box down here. Oh, here we go. See, I mean, this has, again, everything just, there we go. Let me, oh, Zach, I'm sorry, I kept the other bad thing I'm bad about clearing these things out. There we go. Oh, come on, camera, focus. There we go. Get that right there. Let me see, I am going to bring this down right here. And there we go. And let's zoom in a little bit so you can see what we've got. Right there. All right. So, and you know, between some physical movements and a camera adjustment, we can get in here and see what we have. So here is our power cable. Yeah, this does look like it was just kind of shoved back in there. So he probably did pull this out and test it, would be my guess. There is, what is all this? Ugh. Oh, there's the old rubber band. It's just kind of all those years. Look at that. Ugh. So that'll have to get cleaned up. Right there. Oh, that's disgusting. Ugh. Let me go ahead and get this out of here. It feels like gum. That's how bad. Ugh. Yeah. All right. So here's our power cable right there. So it looks like on the back we have cable in here. Here, I can lift this up for you so you can see it. We have cable in, cable out, channel 3 or channel 4 for broadcasting. We do have audio out and video out. Now I do have a capture card. I'll need to run over to the other side of the room over here and grab a couple of cables. I did not think about that. Here's our cable for our keyboard right there. This is our printer, and then this just says adapter. I am not sure what that is for, just adapter. That'll be some research that we need to do. Looks like at some point there were some plates here. Maybe there were some features we were going to be able to add to it. I know that there was somebody, I think at one point I read where there was opportunity to plug in controllers for floppy drives, hard drives, those types of things that would have made this even potentially a standalone unit, I think. Let's see what we have on the front. I will say I think the front is just gorgeous. Right here, check this out. This thing looks really nice. Look at this thing. You've got, looks like hex bolts here. Be interesting to take those off. We got our reset button here. That sounds just like the keyboard right there. Listen to that. That's pretty amazing. Here's our power button here. Looks like it was powered. Oh, the power was on when it was unplugged, methinks. So does this drop down? Okay, so there's nothing here right there. So the question I guess I have is, there are games. Oh, there they are, right there. Okay, controller ports. I was getting ready to say, where do you plug in your joystick? But it's right here on the back of the keyboard. So you have controller 1, controller 2, and then you have to computer. So there's kind of the setup right there. Look at that. Not bad, huh? I guess I can bring us, see if we can. I think that's as close as I can get right now for you. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. And let me adjust this. There we go. Right about, well, something like that right there. There we go. So that gives you a little better view of everything right there. So with that in mind, let me go back and let's check chat over here and see what you guys have to say about what you have seen so far. Let's see. Rudy says he's been here before. Okay, good. I guess for some reason, Rudy, I have just missed you. So keep the box seems to be everybody. So I know autofocus is going crazy. I know. It's because I'm moving around and this thing really wants to look at some eyeballs. So absolutely keep the box if you have the room. Oh, man, that's the thing. The room for all of these things. Patrick, hey, welcome back, Patrick. Patrick has been to the live stream before. We'll look at the backstory on it here in just a little bit. I've got a couple of websites that we'll bring back, that we'll look up. Even a brown box, it's from the 80s. Keep it. Okay, you guys are going to make me keep it. Ugh. All right. Vintage rubber band. No longer a vintage rubber band. Just remnants of what used to be a rubber band at this point, Jamie. There's another appliance, same size. It's called the cable modem. Is not needed for modern. Yeah, the cable modem. This is almost as big as the cable modems were for sure. Mislav says, Patrick Biggs, and I did to create a personal media machine that you could download software from a cable cut. Thank you. There's the backstory right there. Somebody has done their research before the live stream. Wonder if what would fit in the 4 expansion ports. And I think that's what yeah. And then even Ed says, yeah, we think there was potential for some controllers for floppy drives and hard drive potentially. So adapter equals modem or your cable service to Pi. Yeah, possibly. Xander's digging what he's saying. Back in the 80s, there was a product on TV called Electra that I remember only lasted for a short time. I do not remember that, Patrick. That's interesting. You know, this is, when we think about it, do all of you remember the Microsoft Web TV? This is actually even a precursor to that thing where they tried to bring the internet to the TV via, that was a horrible device. But I know it's popular with several people. Now, I did not know it was sold briefly in Japan. So that's pretty interesting. Looks awesome. NABU was Japan, parts of USA and Canada. Really? Is that right? I was not aware of that. Unbelievable. A retro computer, which I don't have any. Hey, Deft, good to have you here. Yes, not in your collection, but you can get one. I'm going to show you how you can get one here in just a minute. So yeah, good evening to you. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us. And then everybody's saying hello. Perfect. All right. So here's what I'd like to do. I am going to move this. I'm going to move this camera out of the way before I hit it. And let me situate this just a little bit here, and I'm going to do this right here and bring this around here, and we are going to set up a different view right there. All right, and then what I'm going to do is let's see if we can get this thing set up and plugged in. We got to plug over here and see if we can get something out of it. That's kind of the goal. So we're going to put the keyboard here so you can see the keyboard. Now we know that we're not going to be able to do anything. I just want to see if it powers on and if we get a signal out, right? So that's the goal of this thing. So let me go ahead and unwrap this cable right here. And so you can kind of see what's going on right here. I do have back here, I have a little plug already ready to go right there. plug that in. We'll kind of wrap that around here, get it out of the way. All right, then we need to unwrap this 1,000-foot of keyboard cable here. Oh my goodness. Rudy says you can use an Atari joystick. Well, that's good to know because I have, as you all know, tons of those, right? Well, not tons of those. I have a lot of 8-pin DIN joysticks. All right, so let's see. I'm going to assume it does not matter which side. It should not. Nope. So let's go ahead and plug this in here. So I've got that plugged in right there for you. You can see that to computer. All right, and then we're going to take this 1,000 feet of cable. We're not going to unwrap all of it for sure, but I am going to come over here and just drop. I need to get a nice cord management wrap on that. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up so it does not become a mess later. Right here. So I'm just putting the bread tie back on. All right, and I'm going to go back here. Plug this in. It says keyboard. Got that done right there. Okay, so the keyboard is in. All right, now what I need to do, unfortunately, I do have my input for my cable capture here. It is composite. You can see that right there. But I forgot to get cables. So I need to, and I'm not going to need HDMI, that's for sure. So I need to run and grab a few cables. Good news is they're just right over there. So what I'm going to do is give you all some music. I think I'm going to give you all some music. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to blast you out with music. How about that? Let's turn that way down. Sorry about that. I could tell. I did not hear it, but I could tell that. Well, I say that. Let me see. I need. Oh, it looks like it stopped on me. Okay, well, let me go ahead and bring that back up. And here we go. There we go. And do that right there. And I need to bring up this one right here. There we go. All right, and I will be right back. So chat in the chat room. Let me go grab a cable. Again, it shouldn't take long, but here is my bug zap. There you go. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Here's what I have. I found, you know how hard it is to find an RCA cable that does not have a mini jack on the end of it like that. I just did not have many, but I do have this really neat adapter here. This will give me audio and video out. I'll have to remember what cables. Worst case scenario, if this isn't working, I've got a spare here where we'll just get video. So let's get to plugging in and let's see if we, at least if the thing's working. All right, here we go. Let's see what we need to do right here. I am going to give you guys back here to this view right here. And I'm going to plug just video in for now. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll try. We'll go ahead and try. I don't know if we get a beep out of it when we turn it on. It seems like I remember a beep. So we will use white for video, red for audio. So let me go ahead and move this around here. Audio red, video white. Okay. Got that. And then we'll come over here. Audio red. Audio, you can see that here. Audio red. Video, which on my capture card will be yellow, will be this right here. So there we go. We have that. Okay. So then let me see if I can go to my capture card, which is right here. All right. Are you guys, what, there's an echo? Are you guys hearing it? Is there still, you did introduce an echo when playing the music. Is it gone? I wasn't going to say anything about the echo because you were worried about it. Let me listen, see what's going on. Wait, I see it. Hold on. I bet it's gone now. I bet it is gone. Yep, it's, let me just verify. Yeah, that would probably, yeah, there's the echo right there. Okay, got it. So that's because there's too many microphones. I probably, there's this camera right here has a mic in it, and I need to turn it off in the camera, but I'm afraid if I do that, one of these days I'm going to record with it and I'm not going to have any. So I got it taken care of. There we go. All right, here we go. Retro. Thanks, chat room, for keeping me squared away. If I had somebody here doing all of this, that would be great, but I do not. So, okay, here we go. Let's see if we can turn it on. So, so let me show you what we're doing here. So if we go back over here, we're going to turn it on right here and hope that we get a signal. All right, that's the plan. So keep your fingers crossed. Let's hope smoke doesn't come out of here. And we have a working unit. Boy, it's a bit of a mess here, isn't it, at the old RetroCombs desk today? Okay, here we go. Let's go back to our our screen capture. Let me go ahead and put this back on 4x3 would be my guess. And I need to put this on AV. There we go. We're on AV. You can see that down below there. I was on HDMI, and here we go. Fingers crossed, powering on the NABU for the first time. Boom. We have a working NABU unit. Check it out. That is, I don't know why, but that is exciting. But here's the thing, that is the extent of what we can do. That's it for now. We can't do anything else with the NABU other than this right here. But the fan, okay, Rudy, I am checking the fan. How would I know? Because right now I hear a hum, but it's not horrible. Oh, here we go. It's going through its test right now. Here's an adapter failure. That's good. So how would I check the fan, Rudy? Looking at you in chat over here. Because it sounds, it does not sound bad. It sounds like a normal fan of something this time. Feel the back and see if air is coming out. Gotcha. Ooh, I do not feel air coming out. Yeah, I do not. Oh, I see right there. That's where the fan should be. So, Rudy, should we take a quick look at the fan? Should I take the case off and we take a quick look at the fan? Is that something we should probably, while I've got you here? Percussive maintenance may be required. Very nice. Open her up. Rudy says we're going to open it up. So I can do that. We have the capability to do that. If you all have time, I have time. Let's open this thing up. Let's turn it off before we burn the thing up. And let's see if we can fix the fan, because I've got the, I definitely have the camera over here where we can show you how to do that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, first of all, unplug it from power so I'm not sticking my hands in me go ahead and pull that off. All right, so we got that out. Let me move some stuff out of the way here. And let's go ahead and move our camera back over here. Oh, I just knocked my, right there. Let's go ahead and get that. There we go. And we will shift our camera around here. Hopefully we'll shift our camera. Camera keeps flipping on and off on me there. Let's see. All right. All right, technical problems in the studio. Let me go ahead and redo this camera. There we go. Let's see if we can get a signal in. For some reason, I am not getting, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me go ahead and see if I can replug this in and see if I can get my little camera studio light, or my camera over here just stopped working for some reason. I'm not sure why. I've got everything set. Let's see. Yep, joys of live streaming right there, let me tell you. Yeah, 4 screens on the sides, I know, it is something else. Let me tell you, let me try this again. Let me see if, let me check my cables down here. Oh, there we go. All right, we're back. Oh, we were back. I evidently have a cable doing some weirdness here. Oh, come on. All right, there we go. Okay, so finally, sorry guys, there we go. After some time we can do this. All right, let's go ahead and we are going to break it open. So I need a screwdriver. Let me grab that. And of course, Mislav, you know which screwdriver I'm going to break out, right? That's right. I'm going to break out the RetroCombs Life Goo. By the way, these were sent to all of my executive producers for the holidays. So there's a little teaser for you. So I'm going to break that one out, and that's what we're going to use to open this bad boy up. This is a precision screwdriver, but it'll work fine for this because it can lock into place too. So let me grab a larger bit here. Phillips it is. There you go, right there. And the nice thing about this is it's just a regular screwdriver, and then when you get it loose enough, then you can do that. So I'm going to assume, and Rudy, if I'm mistaken, you let me know, but I think it's just 4 screws on here, and then we'll be able to lift this off. So we'll go ahead and break this. There we go. They're pretty tight. All right, and then nice thing about this too is that serves as a little tray for us right there. And it does have a little light, which is really cool too. So again, thank you all my executive producers. That's just a little something I could do for you for the holiday. Thank you for supporting the channel. And for the rest of you, you can still get in on next year's holiday gift through the end of February. So if you join as an executive producer, you'll get next year's holiday gift. All right, let me go ahead and move these. Right here, we'll get these. And I can see chat, which is good, so. And it runs basic too. What runs basic? Not my screwdriver, right? Oh no, I see what you guys are talking about. I thought you were talking about my screwdriver. No, okay, it does run basic, okay. And CPM, is, if we're not mistaken, which will be, you know, the next thing. So, looks like this one was opened. That was kind of loose. All right, let's see what we have here. Is there, other than the side screws, Rudy, is there anything else I need to do? Because it is, oh, there we go. Got it. All right, let's go ahead and let's just show you what the inside looks like while we have it open. There you go. Right there. Again, we are unplugged. Let me make sure we're unplugged so you can see that, boy, this is pristine. Look how nice and green that is. This looks fabulous. Chips here, sound chip there. Here's our TMS 9918 6357, made in the Philippines. We're obviously not going to be using this. Got all of our connect. Yeah, it looks pretty good here. Very clean. Oh my gosh, there's no dust in this thing. I mean, there is nothing. New old stock for sure. ROM version, I don't know. How do I know what ROM version we have? Oh, revision A 900200060 right there. You can see. Okay, Rudy, what do I need to do to check out this fan to get it working? I'm going to I am going to plug it back in, and let's see. Let me move this water away. That's the last thing I need to do. Let's go ahead and plug this back in here. And nice shot of my back, right? Sorry about that. And okay, danger, mains voltage right there. So side screws on the power supply. Oh, side screws on the power supply. So let me just check something here real quick, and I'm going to unplug it again. Yeah, nothing, no fan whatsoever, Rudy. So there we go. So let's go ahead and turn that off. Let's go ahead and unplug again. And you get a shot of my back again. There we go. Rudy says the side screws on the power supply. So these guys right here, you can probably see them right there. This one and this one. So let's go ahead and loosen that up right here. Again, just making sure that we don't have a live incident on YouTube and that this thing is unplugged, all right? We do not want to see that. I know some of you would like to see that, but I don't want to see that today. All right, we got that one. Put that one over there so we don't get those. Rudy, it's good to have you here. If you fix my fan for me, I'm one up today. Uh-oh. I may have to break that one with a, oh, looks like maybe I got it. You cannot break the screw loose with this thing. This is just not going to happen. Okay, fried combs are notoriously smelly. Yes, they are, Ed. Whew. Yes, they are. 2 squirts of lithium grease on the Zerk fitting. Good as new. All right, so let's go ahead and check this out. All right, so there we go. Got that plate off right there. All right, now the fan is right here. Oh, it is hitting on stuff. Yeah, I can feel it hanging right there. Right there. And apologies, this thing is going crazy again. Let me see if I can move it in a little bit closer for us. I'm risking it too, hopeful. There we go. This right here is locked up. Plug it in and power. Really? You're trying to electrocute me, aren't you? All right, here we go. Plug it in and power it on. All right, so let me go ahead and do this. I appreciate that somebody has done this before. All right. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Yeah, see, it's hanging right there. It is not moving. Is 120 kills? You'll be, yeah, I know you're having bad luck. So yeah, when you turn it on, it is not turning at all. See that right there? So nothing's happening. Let's see if we can. Yeah, it's getting hung up. See that? It wants to go. Catching on housing for sure. You can hear it. We're getting there. You hear it? Let's see if it'll. So Rudy, what's the fix on this? Am I just going to have to replace this fan, or is there an adjustment I can make? What do we think? It's actually getting better. That does not sound good. Sounds like I may have to replace this. Oh, Ed says it will file itself off. I don't, self-cleaning, I love that. Maybe it is self-cleaning, I don't know. But there's air coming out of there now. Oh, it's getting better, listen. It is, the longer it runs, the better it's getting. I don't know if it was meant to do that though. I think that's kind of interesting. So, it does need some oil and cleaning. Does it need oil? No, I don't think it needs any of that. It is definitely clean. There's never been on. Oh, okay, get a pair of pliers. Okay, get pliers? Really? I've got to go. Hey guys, I got to get pliers. Be right back. All right, Rudy, I got a small thing of needle nose here. Hopefully that'll be enough. I think I know where we're headed with this, but let's see. Turn it off and unplug. Okay, it is getting better though. All right, let's unplug it. Rudy, it is so good to have you here. Have I said that already? Okay, got it. Someone started the microwave. Oh no, are you kidding? So now we're, let me see what it says. Funny, I'm not getting a warning on this end though for stream settings. Yeah, it looks like everything's working here. All right, so got it. Okay, turns off, unplug, got it. Just kidding. Let's fix it. Okay, turn off and unplug. Got it, Rudy. Now, so it is unplugged. So now what we're looking for, I assume, a fan. I did unplug, yeah. A fan that is, it's this one right here, I think. It's right in, where is it? How am I going to find that? I'm glad you're here too. Let's see. Somewhere, I want to think, so do I just want to kind of maybe turn some of these blades? Do I want to take the blades and just kind of turn them in just a little bit? Is that what we're going to try and figure out? It is better though, I will say that. But it appears to be right here. Right in, okay, let me see. Well, okay, now manually turn the fan so it touches the housing. Right, and I think it's touching at the top. Is that where we've noticed it mainly, Rudy, is at the top? Yeah, right there. Now manually turn the fan. Okay, so I've done that, Rudy. And I think it is, it's really tough because it feels like it's hitting right about, the problem is it's better than it was when I started. It kind of did work its way out. Take the pliers. Okay, that's what I thought you were going to say. Okay, let me see if I can find that one then. And right? Okay, I think it's this one. I'm going to test it. Oh, it's a couple of them because then it's, oh, there it is down there. Ah, it is this one because this one is hanging. So what I did is I put my thumb on it and turned it around and I can feel it hang as it goes around. So I believe it is this one. So I'm going to take and bend this one back just a little bit. Okay, there's another one. I can tell there's another one. Let me see if it, let me bring this back just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Yeah, there's one more. That one right there. Okay, hopefully this is going to help somebody else, maybe that has one of these too. Now see, that's locking up there. I think I've missed one here. This is like watching grass grow, isn't it? So sorry about that, but let's see if we can finish this out. So I'm turning each one individually, trying to figure out which one it is. It's really hard to tell because that one seems free. That one seems free. That one seems good. That one seems good. That one's good. That one's good. Ah. You can hear it. Hear it? So I think this one. So I'm going to bend this one back a little bit. I did a video. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad you did a video on this. So I should probably go back and look at that. So see, there's another one right there. Your method is probably better than mine. See, there's that one again. And maybe this is just what you did, but I almost want to buy just a different fan and pop in here because there are more modern ones that I think would actually, this size, it would probably be better. Got one. It's much better. I got one little ding. I got to find it. Let me try it. I may have it. Let's see. Here we go. See, got just one little ding. Although, hey, think we got it. Check it out. Yeah, so it seems like it's working, Rudy. Got good airflow. No more dinging. I mean, it does have, but once it stables out, it feels like I got everything all balanced out. So now you hear how quiet it is. I think we're in good shape. So we did a couple of good things on there. So we got it unboxed, we got it turned on, we got it verified. Let's check, let's make sure everything, let's see what we got here. Yep, we still got that working, which is good. And I think we're good to go for the unboxing, checking everything, getting it working, getting the fan. Rudy, I am so glad, again, that you popped in here and really helped us work that out. Let me get this thing out of the way now. We'll put that back over here. I'm going to swing that back around here, and I'm sure it's going to shut off on me. I'm going to get a permanent thing for this, I think. There we go. And let's go back to our studio. There we go. Now you can see the keyboard here. And we'll just go ahead and do that right there. Oh, that's a little... There we go. Now we get back there. So that is pretty cool. So I am not going to bother putting it back together right now. You all can pretend like you got to watch me put that back together, but hear it? It's perfect. So that is perfect. Power off and place power supply cover on. I will do that. But I think what I will do, I am not going to show the RS422 adapter today. Let me tell you why. I have, and this is what Rudy's talking about here. I have everything we need, which is this cable right here. By the way, links for all of this is in the video description, but I need to take some time. I'm going to have to cut this off, separate all the cables, and then I'm going to have to make the conversion to get the cables or the wires from here, from this den to these screw terminals, so that we can plug it in here, and then when we can plug that into, I'll be using a Mac, and then we'll be able to connect the Mac to the NABU and get it going. That will be probably a prepared video. I don't think I'm going to do that live. I tend to get really distracted when I start doing things like counting cables and soldering and all those things. Although I don't need to solder, it's just really just a screw terminal here, which is kind of nice, right? That's going to make it really easy. But I don't want to do that live. So I will do that at some point and probably record it as I go. So that is my plan, but I think I do have everything, Rudy, so thank you for that. And one of the things that was fun, check this out. This was actually included. When's the last time you saw one of these little guys? This is retro, not my kind of retro, but this is definitely retro in itself. These small CDs that have drivers, and we're not going to need that because I have that. So let me put all this back in here. So that is, folks, that is kind of the unboxing of the NABU. Now let's see what's next, what I need to do next. As Rudy has said, the next thing I need to do is I need to put everything back together because I'm going to just let it run back here. If you hear the fan, that's a good thing. I just want to keep it running so that we can verify that that fan's not going to act up on me. It is spinning freely though now, so that's really good. And everything just looks beautiful, so perfect. So before I talk about next steps though, I want to share with you a couple of things here that might make your life, and I'm going to move this mouse trackpad over here. I've got to figure out how to do this. Okay, I think I can do that. I want to share with you a couple of things while I have you. Don't forget, if you are interested in supporting the channel like Mislav does as an executive producer and you want to continue to help me bring these types of things to you, you can go to RetroCombs, or you can go to buymeacoffee.com/RetroCombs. A bunch of different ways you can become a member. You can see we have members all the way up from $1 a month, all the way if you want to be an executive producer. You can do it at the Mega 65 level, so don't forget that. And all the money that I use to buy things like that because, as you all know, the lovely accountant wants me to raise my own money for this live stream. So that's what I'm doing so it doesn't hit into our regular budget. So all the things, the money that you send to me, I invest back into the show, or the live streams, or the prepared videos, or the channel, or the blog. It all goes back there. So I want to thank you, everybody who is supporting. Also, I do want to mention, if you join at even the $1 level, or I'm sorry, at the $2 level, you get access to the Discord. Now in the Discord, I will tell you, in our Discord community, I am creating a separate channel for NABU. So I have all the links that you've seen in the video description below or over there, but there'll also be where I share some of my journey using the NABU. So if you want to follow along on that, it's only $2 a month. You can do that and join, or you can just join for a month, hang out for a little bit, and then you can get out if you find it's not what you need, okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there. Or again, don't forget, you can also do a thanks on the video or super chat as Mislav did. Now, enough of the PBS stuff. Let's talk about some resources. And Ed, I would really like to, Ed64, I'm going to pull up your website or your YouTube channel too. I want to do that. Hey, thanks, Jamie. You did not need to do that, sir. Jamie is sending a little extra money for the camera fund. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're going to get this whole camera thing worked out, boy, I tell you. And we are getting close on the camera fund. Because you asked last time, Mislav, I did do an accounting. I have $260 in affiliate funds from Amazon right now. I have about, what was it? Oh, it was 80 in Buy Me a Coffee fund. So we're getting really close to getting this camera fixed up here. I also, because I've really enjoyed this studio thing over here, I'm going to get a better arm on this thing so that we can move it around, and then we'll have a good camera that we can move all around. So I'm going to be spending a little money there too. So there's some little upgrades. So again, Jamie, thank you so much for the super chat to help with the camera fund. Much appreciated, my friend. Okay, and so here is DJ Sures. If you've not seen his videos, he has some great videos. I'm obviously not going to play videos here, but if you need videos on the NABU and what's going on, there it is. Ed, is your channel Ed24? Can I, oh, I'm about to use the NABU keyboard. Man, that would have been nice. Let's see, at Ed64. Is that you? Let's see. There we go. Is this, where is your site with videos on your channel, Ed64? So, or I'm sorry, Rudy. Oh, I'm sorry, Rudy. What am I doing, Ed64? I am so sorry. I'm getting Ed and Rudy all mixed up. Let me get Rudy here. Apologies. I know. Rudy's, oh, I wonder, it's probably going to be Rudy's Retro Intel. Let's see if that brings it up. Intel. Hey, there we go. All right, so there's Rudy's Retro Intel. And here are some NABU videos, so make sure you check those out. Yeah, don't show it. Too late, Ed. Sorry. I showed it for you. So there's Rudy's Retro Intel. If you need some info on the NABU, that's there as well. But then I want to show you, if you want to get your own, this is how you get it. And it's a little weird, but you go over to pelmill.com right here. You go to the shop. And then what you do is you scroll down here until you see, and he's got a few things on here. If you want those things, you can see this package right here. This is the one I got, which is $119 US. And you click on it, and it looks like, is it me or are they out? Looks like they might be out. Looks like they are out right now. Could that be possible? Did we get in just in time, Jamie? Or is that thing where I've got to click? Don't I have to click something in order to order? It was really weird. Oh yeah, here you have to click this right here. You have to say, I have read, and then you can add to the cart. So make sure you do that right there before, and then you can come down and order. So I'd forgotten I had done that. Hey, Xander, thank you so much. Xander is chiming in on a super chat. Hey, I want to thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. It will definitely go to the camera fund, and you all know how bad I need a camera after today's thing. So thank you, Xander. Really appreciate it. So I will definitely put that in there. And I think, again, Xander, really appreciate that. This is, you are here regularly almost every time I'm live streaming. So thank you for supporting the channel. And again, I will throw that towards the camera fund. Much appreciated. So once you click that little button, then you can come down here and you can add to cart. And so you come over here, click that, and then that'll get you into your cart, and then you can place your order via PayPal. And I can blow that up a little bit for you so you can see that. All right. And you can see, for me, it was $119 US. So again, I used my executive producers funds for last month. Thank you, all of the executive producers, to pay for this purchase. So, because I do keep accounting of this stuff. So thank you to all my executive producers. And some of you allow me to say who you are, and some of you don't. So, and I respect that. So thank you so much. When are you going to address me by my proper title? Are you talking about executive producer, or are you talking about Master Mislav? It's because Mislav has just, oh, that's right, Mislav, we need to celebrate. Mislav has just completed the requirements for his master's degree in IT. So everybody congratulate Mislav in the chat room for getting his master's and really doing this as a working adult, doing it, trying to figure out his master's part-time while he's working full-time. Congratulations. You guys know how much I love education. I'm an educator myself. So excellent. Way to go, Master. How about that? Master Mislav. Hey, it kind of rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Master Mislav. So that is pretty cool. So good. Thank you all for congratulating him in the chat room. So that's how you can get one. Let me go ahead and close these windows. Again, all these links are in the video description below if you need it. Now, here's the next thing I need to do. I need to register the serial number here, and we can go to serial numbers right here under the nabunetwork.com, and I can register those. So I will get that done probably as soon as I end the live stream. I'll go through and figure out how to do that. It was on the box, I know, but then we'll be able to, the NABU network folks will be able to track where all these are locating. It looks like we've had some in USA, Canada, United Kingdom, Germany. Why is this coming up as a question mark, I wonder? Oh, here we go. I don't know why it popped up. So you can see all the folks in the United States who have one. Jamie, are you on here? Did you, let's see, is Jamie's Hack Shack on here? Let's see. Maybe you haven't done yours yet. Let me see. I didn't see it. Adrian's got his on there. A lot of names that I've seen on Twitter on here, which is kind of, oh, there's Jamie right there. Jamie's Hack Shack. There you go. Let me blow that up a little bit for you guys right there. And you can see that. And Jamie's Hack Shack, if you click on that, it'll take you to his channel, I would guess. There you go. So you can go check out Jamie's Hack Shack, see what's happening over there. But this is really just a neat way to see who has one. And if they're doing something with it on their channel. So again, I will do that here in just a little bit when I get offline. The other thing I need to do is this next. This is important. I need to pop in here and go to the NABU Retro Network, and there's some downloads. And this is where you get all the information to learn how to connect this thing to your Mac and get this thing online. So these are my next steps. Again, I don't have time today to do it. And I don't know. I think the thing that I need to decide now is, do I want to do it during a live stream? Do I want to do a prepared video? But I would like to document some of these things. DJ Sures reached out and said he would like to know my experiences. Excuse me. And he wanted to know where the pinch points were. And I told him I'm not an engineer, I'm not a software developer, I'm just a user. He said that'd be perfect, because then he can see where the pinch points are for those who are trying to enter, who don't have a heavy background in IT or software development or all those. I'm not bad at certain things, but I'm definitely not an expert at software development and IT stuff. So this will be good. We'll be doing that. So that is what I will be doing on this page. The things that you can do here, you can get to the downloads page here. This is where you can get the NABU internet adapter. That's where that cable comes into play that I have to put together. And then you can see all kinds of other things. The NABU Quiver, all things related to NABU that you can download here, ROMs, manuals, and more. Hey, I don't think I've seen that. I need to, let's open that up in a new link. We'll come back to that here in a minute. And then we have the MAME emulator. And I think somebody earlier in chat said, I wonder if there is an emulator. So don't have a NABU, don't worry. Thanks to the awesome community, there's a MAME NABU emulator. You will need to start the Internet Adapter TCP server. So there you go. So I've got a lot. There it is right here. So you can go grab that. I will add that to the chat, or I'm sorry, to the chat. I will add that to the video description. Let me blow that up so you can see it. When I get done here, when I start working on the time codes for the live stream too. So that's there. And then here is the NABU Quiver. These are docs, ROMs, and applications created by the NABU, or created by the community that you can run on your NABU computer. So there you go. Here's some things here that are happening. And I know some of you asked early in chat, what about games and things like that? So with all these references, you should be going, oh man, I'm going to need this. It's been a long time since I've dabbled in CPM for sure. CPM is a lot like DOS if you're not familiar with it, but there are some differences, and it is not like Unix either. So you're going to be, it's more like DOS than it's like Unix in its commands, if I remember. So, but you can see all kinds of fun stuff there for us. So we've got a lot to play with. So that's a lot. As a matter of fact, that's a lot for the day. Let me see how many of you are still hanging in here with me today. Oh, still quite a few of you hanging out. So really appreciate that. And let me see, did I get, yes, I just want to make sure that I hit all my super chats. I want to thank all of you again. So let's talk about what's in store. Again, the NABU stuff I will try and document. If you're a member of the channel and in the Discord, you'll be hearing more about the NABU in the Discord channel. So I'll tell you more as I go along what's going on there. So if you want to follow along, that's the best way. Again, you can get the Discord by becoming a member at the Commodore VIC-20 level. Fun Commodore inspired levels, right? Now, my next live stream though, what I'm planning for my next live stream, going to my notes here, is a VIC-20. I've got some VIC-20 games, some modern games that I've been collecting, and we're going to be looking at playing some old Commodore VIC-20 games, and how good are they, and how do they feel in 2023? And I got to tell you, I've been looking at some, and some of them are kind of fun, but we're also going to be looking at some modern games that have just recently been developed on the VIC-20. And so that's going to be fun. So you're going to want to join that. If you have a game, though, that you think I should feature in that live stream, and that'll either be next week or the week after. I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to do that. Hopefully next Sunday at the same time. If you've got a VIC-20 game, drop that in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, drop it in the VIC-20 channel. If you are not on the Discord, but you want to contribute and tell me, find me on Twitter at Stephen Combs and say, hey, consider this game. Or you can send me an email at retrocombs@icloud.com. So that's what's coming on tap. So let me go back in here to chat. Let's finish up chat. And then we'll start wrapping up our live stream, trying to keep it a little under control, not go 5 hours like I've done in some previous ones. So let me go here and back up. Again, I want to thank Jamie, Mislav, and Xander for your super chats. I definitely want to say thank you again for that. What beeping are we alarmed by? Is there, what did I miss? I missed something here. Let me go ahead and back up here a little bit and see what's going on in chat. What did we miss? It looks like you guys were having some fun in chat, so I won't go back through and just rehash all of that. Did that. Okay, so got caught up. Checked each blade. So I'm going back a little bit too far. Yes, and again, I'm not showing the adapter, but I will be probably doing a prepared video on that. And I am going to look at your video on that, Rudy. Again, thank you so much for being here and helping with that. That is outstanding. Thanks for the videos, Rudy, and well, both of us, right? We're both helping all of you learn more about the NABU, and we're going to learn more about the NABU together as we go. Let's see. Yeah, that's me. I have nothing. Okay. Hit the checkbox. Yeah, we did that. RetroCombs. Yeah, I've already talked about that. Lots of congratulations. Xander says, congratulations. I also have a master's. Oh, chemical. Oh man, we got a chemical engineer in the house. Wow. Good for you, Xander. One of these days we'll have to find out what you do with that degree. Xander, oh, you're a test engineer. There you go. Okay, perfect. Rudy is in Canada. So Rudy, did you have one of these back in the day? I think that's the question I would have. Did your family happen to have a NABU in the house back in the day? Xander's from the Netherlands. We knew that. Deft, they're on eBay. Oh, are they on eBay now too? Because I had heard Deft that he was not going to put those back on eBay. But if they're on eBay, for some of you, that may be an easier way to get it. Let's see. You need to have a solder party, NABU adapters. Yeah, we need a PyDP8 assembly. Maybe we should, Jamie, what do you think? You think we should go to the makerspace, the propeller, maybe do another live stream and start putting some of this stuff together? That might work. Started with 59 USD, current batch 70. Yeah, you know, everything's going up in price all around the world. Logistics, we'll call it that. Xander says, I use CPM on my Commodore. Yes, I remember CPM on the 128. And actually CPM, if I'm not mistaken, we're using a variant. Jamie, correct me if I'm wrong. We're going to be using a variant of that on the PyDP 8s, right? CPM, I think we have. Mislav says, remember that old show, Computer Chronicles? One of the hosts, yes. Gary Kildall, I think. Somebody even put it in chat. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, right. Thank you, Jamie. Right. Yeah, sad story there for sure. Should have been DOS, right? CPM should have been DOS, but did not go the way it should have. Yep. Gary Kidall and Schaefer something. I don't remember the Schaefer, but I think you're right. Yeah. Time to get back to work. Thanks for the stream. Glad to help out. You rock, Rudy. Thanks so much. Sorry you have to get back to work. That's too bad. Working on a Sunday. That's got to be hard. Jamie saying take care if you don't want to scare anyone. The adapter failure sound coming from right speak. The adapter failure sound coming from the right speaker. What, Max? What? No NABU until January 2023. There you go. That's cool. So I'm not sure, Max, what the adapter failure sound coming from the right speaker. I do have the fan running over here, but I don't think I'm in stereo here, so I'm not sure why that's happening. So anyway, all right, that gets us caught up in chat. I'm looking, it says we have an excellent connection. I am, at this point, I will say, let's go ahead and close this thing up. I want to thank all of you for joining my live stream today. This was a lot of fun. I guess so. I'm hearing a beeping anyways. Oh, that's interesting. I'm sorry. Let me let me make sure I'm not hearing it. There is no beeping from my end, Max, so I'm not sure. If anybody else is hearing beeping, let me know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull, I might as well put these back on right here. And let me go ahead and bring up I want to say I'm bringing up the music. Maybe I'm not bringing up the music here. My music, for some reason, is just keeps stopping on itself. I don't want to do this because that's the echo right there. Let's see if we can bring up, the music. Oh, wait, here we go. This is starting to confuse me because I've had so many things I've had to change for this. Let's go ahead and bring that back up. There we go. A little music for you. And we are going to go into chat. I will hang out there for a little bit longer, but thank you all for joining me on this kind of a different live stream for RetroCombs, something non-Commodore related, and something that should be more fun on the channel, and you'll see more of it. So let me say goodbye. I will wrap it up. Have a great Sunday, everybody, And I will stay in chat for a few more minutes and see if there's anything I need to catch up on, or if you have any other questions, put those in there. We'll leave it going for just about 5 more minutes, and then I'll close her down. So thank you all. RetroCombs out. It was a blast today. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate each and every one of you for showing up, and especially Rudy for helping us out with the fan issue. Thanks, everybody. And again, thank you all for those super chats. Those were fabulous, and they will go to the fund. Take it easy, everybody.